Look at my nappy here. Good morning. I thought I would go live this morning, and I'm gonna let some people join. Good morning. Y'all don't look at my nappy head now, okay? Don't be looking at my nappy head. Today I want to share with you guys a special story. Let me see as I get ready this morning. Oh, God, that's a train wreck, but oh well. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, today, as I get ready, okay, I need to give you a disclaimer. I'm not selling makeup. I'm not selling hair products. I don't have companies paying me to do this. Okay, I'm just weird. Okay, as if you're just following or subscribing to my page, my channel, whatever, please know that I am a petting zoo. I have people pulling in the driveway a lot. So it's hard for me to go live. And out at my farm, I don't know why, but like I have a really hard time. It goes grainy. I don't have a good Wi-Fi signal out there. So like it's hard for me to go live on my farm. And so the only time that I have time, a second to go live, is when I'm getting ready in the morning. So please note, do not follow me for hair tips or makeup tips, okay? Because I am a train wreck. All right. Today, I shared with you guys last time I went live about Georgia Lee. I'm going to put my makeup on as we talk about it. Georgia Lee is my alpaca. I talked to you about Tatum River and how he was born. And I just feel like I kind of want you guys to get to know my farm because I have so many new subscribers now. And I kind of want you to get to know my animals. So I like to share with you their story because majority of them have a story. There's a lot of rescue stories. Some sad stories. There's basically a story behind every single animal that I have on my farm. So I want to share with you a story about a sweet little duck called Duct Tape. If you've been following me a while, you may know Duct Tape's story, but I'm fixing to do a YouTube video about Duct Tape. But before I do that, I want you to hear from my mouth the story because, you know, like a video can say a lot, but until you actually how like you can see a video for someone, but then when you meet them in person, they're different. So I wanted to, what is that? I want to tell the story live because it is let's see, how do I explain this story? It's a sad story. It's also a very emotional story. It is a very uplifting. It's like a story of everything combined. Okay, so and just know that it's sometimes hard for me to concentrate on putting makeup on at the same time that I'm talking, but I'm trying to get better at that. Okay, last April 27th, is my birthday. Last year, on my birthday, there is a farm that does nothing but ducks, okay? They are friends of mine, and they're a duck farm, and the name of them is called Quacky Feet Farm, and they're located approximately an hour from me. Well, it's my birthday, right? And they pull up in the driveway unannounced, and I was like, what are they doing here? And they get out of the car with this duckling that's about this big. It was on my birthday, okay? So the duck is literally this big. So like when you're a farm, I don't know why, but people just show up with animals like unannounced. Like sometimes I just get fertile eggs in the mail unannounced, or people just show up with chickens and go, here, take these. Like it just happens, okay? Well, this particular day, I did not know they were coming, and they show up with this duck. And I'm thinking in my head, I had never personally raised a duckling. I heard that they're like really disgusting and they stink. Like I had not heard, but I knew from having chickens that, they don't do well alone. Like I can't raise this duck by itself. Like it doesn't work. Like they have to be in a group in order to thrive. So I thought, she dropped the duck off, and I thought, what the heck am I going to do with this duck? You know what I mean? Like, happy birthday, Judy. And it was so nice of her to give me a duck for my birthday. But she began to tell me the story about the duck. So the duck was born. There's this local lake here in Coleman, and it's called Sportsman's Lake, and it is a known attraction for feeding the ducks. Well, this mama duck had ducklings, and the duck that she gave me got flipped up on its back, and the mama and the ducklings swam off, and this duck was abandoned. So the people at Sportsman's Lake got the duckling and called Quacky Feet Farm to come get the duck because they didn't know what to do with it. So Quacky Feet Farm brought it to Sneed's farmhouse because she knew I wasn't going to say no. So anyway, well, at the time that I got the duckling, I had a Gosling that was injured. Okay. I'm just going to tell you. Let's just say, I'm not going to give you the story about that. But there was a Gosling that was injured, and it had to have its leg amputated. And it was probably maybe 2 months old. Okay, so I had this Gosling separated. And I felt sorry for the Gosling because it had 3 brothers and sisters that were raised with it, and I had to separate it because it was healing from surgery. So it was alone. So here comes this little duck. And I thought, I wonder if I can put them together and they can become friends. Okay? So I put them together, and instantly, this little duck jumped on the back of the Gosling and became friends with, and the Gosling's was named Hopper. And the reason it was named Hopper is because it was hopping on one, it had one leg. And so we called the Gosling Hopper, and we named the little duckling Duct Tape because it was like duct tape on the back of the Gosling. I mean, you could not convince Duct Tape that wasn't his mama. Like, he just immediately connected with Hopper. And they were like, it was like mother-daughter relationship. It was beautiful. Okay, I'm not putting on my makeup. See, I start talking and then I get distracted. So, Hopper had a wheelchair. Okay, yes, I had a Gosling, had a wheelchair. Okay, and when I do my video, my YouTube video, I'm going to show you videos of the Gosling in the wheelchair. I was rehabilitating the Gosling to learn how to walk on one leg. So Duct Tape, y'all, it was the cutest thing ever. Duct Tape would ride on the back of the Gosling's back as the Gosling would be in the wheelchair running around my property. Duct Tape would just be like duct tape on the back of the Gosling, and he would just literally go around with his mama. It was the cutest thing ever. And he would not, I don't even know if I can put my makeup on because I'm so into this story, okay? So y'all just bear with me. So like I said, Duct Tape, you could not convince Duct Tape that Hopper was not his mama, okay? You just could not. It was the cutest thing ever. Well, the day came. Y'all, it was the saddest. This is the sad part, okay? one day I go out and I would do morning therapy with my Gosling, with Hopper. Like, I would put her into the water. I couldn't put her in the water until her stitches went away, but I would do water therapy with her multiple times a day. I would give her exercises in the wheelchair to try to strengthen her leg. Like, I was doing everything in my power to rehabilitate this Gosling. Okay, the Gosling died. Duct tape was about this big. So once again, he was abandoned. Y'all, it was the saddest thing you have ever seen in your life, because duct tape, that was her mama. Let me just say this real quick. I was told that duct tape was a male from the beginning. So sometimes I say he and sometimes I say she. Duct tape is a girl. It is not a boy. So anyway, it was the saddest thing. And I thought, now what am I going to do? Like, duct tape has been abandoned for the second time. And I'm like, I felt so sorry for this duckling. So, okay. So I took the place of Mama. That duck, that duck went everywhere with me. Okay, it used to go, like, it sat on my shoulder and it was like duct tape to my shoulder. Like, it would, like, I could walk all over my farm and duct tape sat right here and never fell off. Never. Duct tape used to go grocery shopping with me, and he sat right here on my shoulder, and we would be I'm not putting on my makeup. We would be in the middle of Walmart, and people would be like, is that a duck on your shoulder? I'm like, it is. Okay. It used to go into Ulta with me. We would go in Ulta to get shampoo or whatever. Duct tape went everywhere with me. As a matter of fact, I had this little bib thing that I would put over me in case he used the bathroom, and I would just clean it off. I carried wipes with me and sanitizer and everything everywhere I went. But I was determined for duct tape to have a good life. And I was like, baby, I'm your mama. So he was raised by, or she was raised by me. Okay. She did well. I mean, she grieved a little bit in the beginning, but she did well. So then when I had to introduce her to the rest of the flock for the first time, like, you know, I was so worried about her because I was like, oh my gosh, she's used to me. She's used to a human being. Is she going to make this transition? So what I did was I put her in a run and did not free range her in the beginning. And it was simply because I needed her to adjust to the other animals and let go of the attachment to me, right? So she went into the run, and I made sure that I put her in there with like other ducks and other chickens so she could form a relationship with the animals that are in my farm, because I didn't want her, because she had not been around chickens or other ducks. Like, I wanted her to learn how to, you know, mingle with the other animals and not be afraid. And so what I would do is I had her a little pool in her run, and I used to take her swimming, you know, in like several times a day, because she's a duck. She needs that. So I would take her swimming several times a day, and I would go in there to comfort her, but then I would leave her and let her do her thing and begin to interact with the other animals. And she did fantastic. She just took on like that. And then I started free ranging her into my farm area, and she was a little timid in the beginnings, because when you go from animals like chickens and ducks like that, they're very territorial, so they actually like their space. Like, if you were to open the run, they may go out, but they want to be back in their space. So I began to start free ranging her with the other animals, and it was a slow process. And I would go out there and comfort her to let her know I was still here, but then I would, let her go wander. Then she learned where the pool, like, I have if you've been watching me a while, you know that I have a man-made duck pond that I made for them. They love it. And so Duct Tape learned where the pool was. She learned how to go. She watched the other ducks, because I have a little ramp that they walk down and walk up, and they have a little house. And she learned to go in the house. She learned to walk down the ramp like the other ducks. And then she started mingling. And it was like she just, I talk too much. She ended up really adjusting well. Well, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 months ago, she laid her first egg, and I literally sobbed like a baby, because watching the growth of her, and I need to back up a minute. I didn't tell you this. The news, like Fox 6 News, which is a news channel here in Birmingham, Alabama, they came and filmed Hopper and Duct Tape. And they heard my story. And so Lyndon Blake, which is a news anchor, came to my house, filmed Hopper in her wheelchair and Duct Tape on her back, and told the story about her to the entire Birmingham metropolitan area. It was really sweet. She's made the news multiple times. Anyway, so she laid her first egg, and I was just like the most proudest mother in the whole wide world. I was like, oh my gosh, my baby has grown up. You know what I'm saying? And now she has best friends in the farm, and one of my ducks are sitting on her eggs, so we're fixing to have no, that wasn't a word. We're going to have baby Duct Tape ducklings probably in the next, it takes 35 days for a Muscovy duck to hatch. So we're going to have little baby Duct Tapes running around, and I'm so excited. But the story was, it was very sad in the beginning, knowing that she had been abandoned twice. But just to let you know, my farm, my sanctuary, not all my animals are rescues. Not every single one of them. I didn't start out rescuing animals. I guess I did. I did, but I didn't. Like, that was not my intent to rescue animals. I really did not have a plan in place when I started getting animals. Never did I dreamt of doing YouTube videos or having people at my farm or doing field trips or going into schools. That was never my plan. Like, I really was just having fun, you know? And so when I started getting my animals, well, my first, I guess, considered rescues were my goats, because a lady couldn't take them anymore. And so I took 4 goats in, and that was like my first experience. And then it's just like, when you, like I've said this before, but when you get a farm, what ends up happening is I got a message this morning, hey, do you want 4 goats? And I mean, it's impossible to rescue them all. You know, I am a nonprofit, but like, I have to, before I take in a rescue, I have to make sure that I'm a good fit for them. Because, you know, not like, I may not be a good fit for every animal that comes here. Sorry. So I have to make sure that I'm a good fit, and I don't get animals to get rid of them. Like, I'm the type of person, if I get an animal, they're with me for a lifetime. Now, it doesn't always happen that way, because I am a petting zoo. For example, I had one goat. It was my very first goat. Her name was Jolly. And if you follow me on Facebook and you see the goats that are in pajamas, those were her first babies. And she ended up becoming aggressive. And when an animal becomes aggressive, well, I have kids in my farm. I can't just let animals become aggressive. And I do everything in my power to try to get them to not be aggressive. But it happens sometimes. It happens. And so sometimes it's not a good fit, even though when you get an animal, you think it's going to be there for longevity. It doesn't always happen that way. But I was able to find Jolly a good home. I would never let my animals go to a bad home. I just, that's, even my babies, when I sell my babies, I'm very particular. Sometimes people call me and go, do you have any baby chicks for sale? And I'm like, no. And I may have 100 chicks in my brooder, and I'm like, no. Like, I have to kind of know the person before I just really sell them to anybody, or like whatever I do, donate them, or do incubation projects or whatever. I'm just careful about where my animals go, and I don't just breed animals. Like, some people breed to sell to make money. That is not my intent. That is not my intent at all. That is not my farm. We are not, like, I do have babies and I do sell them, but that's not my intent. I'm not in a business to sell animals and make money. That's not my goal at all. Anyway, and I want to say something. I want to tell y'all something. This goes for all the channels across YouTube, okay? First of all, I'm overwhelmed at the sweet messages that you guys send me. Oh my gosh, like, they're messages that you thought about. They're not just like, oh, your animals are cute. Like, they're long messages that are so sweet to me. But for every, like, let's just say, every 100 sweet comments, there's always one of those. There's always that one person that's negative. And as a person that puts your story out to social media, you're opening up yourself for exposure. You're opening up for people to say anything to you, like, Judy, your hair's a train wreck, or Judy, this one lady said, Judy, you need to be painting your eyebrows on. Like, you look ridiculous without eyebrows. I mean, it's just, and it's like, people will say anything. I want to say something, though. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about you too, because maybe you don't do YouTube videos, but this happens to you too. Like, there's people that are really, really nice, and then there's that one person that's like negative. Like, I call her Negative Nancy. It may be a male, but there's that one person that kind of it's like it pulls you down. And what happens, okay, is you have 100 people writing comments this long about how wonderful your farm is and how they're enjoying your videos, and they love your content, let's just say. And then there's that one Negative Nancy that says, this is the most boring page I've ever seen in my life. And what happens, and you probably can relate to me, is you find yourself forgetting about the 100 sweet comments, and you find yourself investing your brain into that one Negative Nancy. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And it's like you just find yourself going, and that one Negative Nancy can pull you down, right? You know what I'm talking about. You have all these people that surround you that lift you up, and then all of a sudden there's that one person that brings you down, right? So you find yourself sometimes concentrating on that one Negative Nancy, and you're missing your blessings of the 100 people that are lifting you up that see your goodness, okay? Wait a minute, let me back up. Not my goodness, God's goodness, okay? Because this wasn't started by me. So I'm going to tell you today, if there's a Negative Nancy in your life and you're obsessing about that one comment or that one family member that, like, that thinks you're, thinks you're crazy, or thinks that you're, I'm not paying attention, I just jacked my eye up. What the heck? I put the wrong one on. If you're concentrating and you're like obsessing about one person that doesn't see the beauty in you, I pray today that you will let that just roll off your back and concentrate on the people that are surrounded with you, that lift you to the point you in the right direction. Because so many times as human beings, we find ourselves just letting that negative Nancy just pull us down, and that to me, that is not coming from a good place. That's that person that wants to bring you down and doesn't want to see good in your life. And I just pray today that if you have someone like that, sometimes it's your darn family, Sometimes it's not just a stranger that you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the person next door or your brother, sister, or whatever that don't see good in you. And I just want you to know today, let me put my lipstick on. Give me just a second. Judy, that color does not match your shirt. Just to let y'all know, I'm in that day where I don't care if my lipstick matches my shirt. So, if you're experiencing anything today, any kind of stress in your life, any kind of things that pull you down and steal your joy, if something is stealing your joy today, I just challenge you to get out of the moment. Like, get out of that situation. Push it aside. Tell it to get out of your life because it's robbing you of joy, okay? Today, I hope that you'll go to the park and feed the ducks. Or I pray that you'll, if you're homebound today and you're on YouTube scrolling, I pray that you find pages that lift you up and make you smile and make you have happiness. I hope today that you choose to, happiness is a choice. It really is. Like, you can choose to have a bad day or you can choose to have a good day. And even though you can't control every situation that happens in your day, like sometimes it's just a bad day, but it's how you interpret it. Are you going to find your blessings in it or are you going to just let it pull you down? Those are your choices. You can't control what other people say to you, but you know what's so great? You can control how you let it affect you, right? Okay, I'm fixing to be the kindergartner and put on my mascara and probably be a train wreck. But after we put on our makeup, I'm going to go introduce you to duct tape in person. So just I'm almost done. But the way you interpret negative people and not let it just, like say you're in Walmart and somebody cops an attitude in line, let's just say, what I'm saying? You can go in your head, you can say, she must be really having a bad day. Or you can let it, this lady at Walmart totally ticked me off. Oh my gosh, you would not believe what she said to me. You know what I'm saying? You could choose to go to that anger place, or you can choose to go, she's a train wreck today. She is having a really bad day, and she's taking it out on me. God bless her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can choose which. Hey, Niceville, Alabama. I used to go through that to go to, we had a place on the beach that we used to go to in Destin, and I used to go through Niceville every time. I love the little Niceville sign. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, sorry to get distracted. I just glanced and saw Niceville. But I hope today, no, I'm not a preacher, but it is Sunday morning. So my hopes for my page is to bring you joy and happiness. And if you ever feel like you're going around the wrong path, I hope that my page can bring you back to the right path, because you are all beautiful. You are all unique in your own way. You're all created by God, and you all have talents. Like, everybody has a different talent, right? Where my talent might be dancing. You may be a painter, or you might be a communicator, or, you know, there's different talents. And I just pray that you'll find your strength and use it in a mighty way today, because you can make a difference in someone's life. You know, it might be a simple phone call to a friend, and you might not even know that she's down, but a simple phone call to someone. Or, you know, we've gotten away from writing letters, right? We text. We don't even call people anymore. We text, you know? Go back to old school. Pick up the phone. You know, call an old friend. Call your mother. My kids are listening. Call your mother. A phone call, a letter, a card goes a long way. You know, I got a card in the mail the other day from one of y'all, and it just brightened my day. It just brightened my day to know that someone took the time to go to the store, to stand there and read the perfect card to send, and then to write a sweet little note in it, and go get a stamp, address it to me, and mail it. Do you know what a difference that makes in someone? So even if you're homebound and you can't get out, you know, maybe you don't even have to have a card. You could write a little hand letter to your grandkids or to your niece or nephew or whatever, and make a difference in their life. You know, you never know. You never know how you can touch someone. Okay, preaching is over. You may pass around the offering plate. Just saying. I just got Diet Dr. Pepper in my eye. Okay, y'all want to go meet duct tape? Let me put on my Meemaw glasses, because if I don't, I can't see to walk. Let's go see duct tape. Okay, let me turn the light off. All right, let's go see duct tape. Y'all got to see her. She's the cutest thing ever. I need to tell you about my rabbit before we go. I have some sad news about my rabbit. You know, sometimes farming is just not fun. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You know, I did a video, I don't know, yesterday, day before, I don't know, about me helping the mama nurse the baby growing. Remember me telling you about that? I noticed the baby's back legs are paralyzed. And I'm like, oh, God. I want to show you what I'm talking about. Grab your tissues. This is a little sad. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm not giving up on this baby. I'm not. She was born here for a reason. And I'm going to do my best. Here she is. Okay. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I know this is sad, but y'all, if you're gonna follow a farm, you have to know that it's not always smiles and fun times. We go through a lot, you know, and this is one. Let me show you. Let me put her down right here. Kiki, you move. Watch. See how her back leg, move kitty. See how her back legs are not working? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. See how she's dragging herself? See? She's just moving her front legs. Very sweet baby. I'm gonna do my best to give her a chance at life. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to let Mama feed her. And I know that if she makes it, I pray that she does, but I know that if she makes it, that the good thing about me is my farm is my full-time job. My farm is my full-time job. So I have the time and the energy to develop to a disabled animal, and I don't have it in my heart to give up on them. I just don't. I feel like they're born here for a reason, and I'm not going to give up. If the wind is blowing, I'm sorry, it's making a loud noise, but I'm going to just continue. I've been exercising her legs to try, because sometimes I have seen, like, for example, I had a chicken that was paralyzed, and I exercised her every single day, and you know she made a full recovery. So I don't give up on them. Like, even though that rabbit is paralyzed, that doesn't mean it's going to be paralyzed forever, because I have been there. So I have been exercising her legs every day and letting mama, like, I'm holding mama down and letting them nurse. So rabbits only, I don't know if you know this or not, but rabbits only nurse like once or twice a day. It's not like a constant. So, you know, me going in there and letting the mama feed her twice a day is enough milk for her. I'll tell you something great, something else unique about rabbits that you may not know about. Did you know that rabbits have 2 uteruses and can have a double pregnancy at the same time? You know what they say about rabbits, right? You know, they multiply a lot. So a rabbit can have a double pregnancy, then they can have kits, which are baby rabbits, every 30 to 31 days and have 2 pregnancies at the same time. So that's why you don't let rabbits play together, because you're gonna have rabbits all over the place. I gotta go find duct tape. You're gonna have rabbits all over the place if you if you let them play together. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna turn you around and let you see my animals. Let me go find duct tape. Duct tape! Oh, let me wipe this off. This is the duck pond that I was talking about. So, duct tape. Hang on just a minute. It's just like fuzzy. Why is it fuzzy? Hang on. What is going on? Give me just a minute. My screen is messed up. Is that better? Okay. It looks fuzzy. Does it look fuzzy to y'all? It looks really fuzzy to me. This is where duct tape learned to go down the ramp. Hang on. I gotta try to fix this. Hang on. Ah, that's better. Okay. But this is where I made them a man-made pond. And I got this for protection, because if a hawk was to come out here, I have some disabled animals and I needed them to have a place to hide in case a predator comes out here. So, and I got this ramp. This is actually a dog ramp, but I got it for the ducks because not every one of them can jump out, because some of them have injuries. So I got this simply for them to, as you can see. And then it's this little house. And it's just all right, let me go find duct tape. Duct tape! Duct tape! Where are you at? Isn't that funny that the kitty comes out here? Duct tape! Where are you? She's probably under them. Isn't my peacock beautiful? Duct tape! They go under here. Let me see if she's under here. That ain't duct tape. Where are you at? Of course, when I want you to see duct tape, I can't find her. Duct tape! Isn't that a funny name? From India? Welcome. Hang on. Gosh, where's the darn duck? I can't find her anywhere. Hang on. Uh-oh. This is my turkey. He's upset because his girlfriends are broody and he's just like sitting there. Duct tape! Duct tape! Where are you? Duct tape! I don't know where she's at. She may be in there laying an egg. I bet that's what she's doing. I bet she's in there laying an egg. Isn't she beautiful? The wind is whipping. Okay, while we're out here, let's go check on, I don't know where duct tape is. Let's go check on, Dee Dee while we're out here. What are you crying for, babies? Okay. There's Shishi. Let me, open the gate. I gotta set you here a minute. Hang on. I can't open the fence. Yeah, my animals know their names. But let me just tell you, I spend a lot of time with these animals. It is not just like I get animals, throw them in the pasture. Quit, Ruger. I spend a lot of time with these animals, training them. I care about them a lot. Hey, Gigi. That's Shishi. Here's boyfriend. Y'all know him from Cog Hill Farm. Okay, let's go. Let's go out here and check on her. So this is my farm. The pigs have this house, but they don't ever go over there. I free range them, so they sleep over there, but that's about it. Okay. All right, let's go over here. Well, she's eating hay, so that's a good thing. Hey, this is Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe is Mo and Muffin's daddy, right here. That's Bobby Joe. This goat over here, you see her rubbing, she's pregnant. She's going under the fence. She's pregnant. Okay. Here is Dee Dee. This is Dee Dee. I mean, dang. There's Dexter. There's Leroy. Lily. This is Tatum. Taterbug. Tatum River right here. Let's see if I can get. Come here. Hey, Tater. Hey, Taterbug. You a good baby. Yeah, you are. You a good baby. You a good baby. Okay. Look. Give me a kiss. Give me another kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Thank you. I love you. I love you, Taterbug. I love you. I love you. Come here, you got something on you. Give me a kiss. I love you. This is Mama. That's Georgia Lee. Y'all know her. That's Daddy. No, Dee Dee hasn't had her calf yet. She's still hanging in there. This is Hound Dog. Most of my animals are named after songs. So Hound Dog, Leroy Brown. Dexter and Dee Dee were actually a cartoon, which I didn't even know it when I named them. But this is Dexter. He's a big boy. Look at him. But I mean, she's pretty. You see how swollen she is. So it's just not her time yet. But you know, yeah, Dee Dee wears the horns in the family. Oh my gosh, that is hysterical. Here's my precious sheep. There's Rogie Rogue. There's a goat that don't know he's a goat. This is Johnny Be Good. I just call him Johnny. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope that you enjoyed my live. And I can't thank you enough for encouraging me to be myself every day. You know, that's what's important, is to be yourself, because you have beauty that you don't even realize. Where's Mo? Where is Mo? Oh, I see him. I'll show you Mo. Mo! I've been working hard with Mo, knowing his name. Here he comes. Mo! Come here! Mo! Sorry. That's him right there. Hey, Mo! Mo, where's Joe? Mojo, come here, buddy. Come here, Mo. Mo, come here. Come here, Mo. Come here. I'm thinking about telling the Cog Hills they can't have him. Just kidding. Brooke and Jason would beat me. Mo, why aren't you paying attention to me? Come here, Mo. Pretty baby. There's a pretty babe. Is that not sweet? You see how we're friends? There's a baby. There's a baby. Mo. Wait a minute. You're too close. You're too close, Momo. Momo man. Ain't he beautiful? He's got little markings all over his legs. Kiki, you better come over here. Let me see if I can get Mo to give me a kiss. Maybe I should teach him that before he goes to Cog Hill. Come here. Mo, come here. Mo. He's like, I ain't giving you a kiss. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Come here, Mo man. Mo. Yeah, Paris and Mo are some dead gorgeous babies. I mean, they are going to have... Wait, I was going to try to show you his markings from the front. Hang on. Mo, why are you ignoring me? Come here. Mo. I say his name over and over so he can get to know it. See his markings on his knees? Isn't he beautiful? Hey! Mo! Mo. He's a hard head just like Jason. He don't listen. Poor Brooke. God love her. She's going to have two that doesn't listen to her. Okay, guys. Thank you again for joining me this morning. Thank you for subscribing to my page. Thanks for liking. And you know what? Most of all, thanks for being you. And today, this Sunday morning, when you get